Okay, I have the FLYTEC V500, and I have this for about a month already, but I have used this only a couple of times. To be exact, just 5 times. And there are a lot. There are few problems I've encountered, and I will discuss it with this one, and hopefully, FLYTEC can improve that in the future design. So when it arrived, the first problem I encountered was one of the baskets here was open, so it would not close. So I figured out that one the bail here, what you call this one, I don't know, is a bit shorter than the other, as you can see. So I figured that this one needed more bigger holes so that the rod can fit in. So I did not change that, and I just applied an oil and retracted several times so that it would slide. And right now it is functioning just fine, so I did not need to bore a bigger hole for that one. So it was a minor problem. Now it's okay. So the other one is on the top portion. I also have a problem with the cover. So this cover for the battery does not have any handle, and it's very hard to pull out. So I needed something, especially if I'm on the waters. I needed to change the battery, and it's very hard to pull. So I had installed a pull tab here, which is basically just a duct tape. I purchased it in $1 or roughly 50 pesos here in the Philippines. And how I did it is just tape it on the one side here, reverse it like a pull tab for the battery for your smartphones. And there you go. You can always open it anytime with ease. So let me see. Another problem, since this is designed for fresh water, so most of the metal parts are made of steel or iron. So I was expecting it, I did not read quite well. So I was expecting it to be stainless steel and approved for salt water, but it was not. So it's kind of bummer for me. So I just applied on top of each screws and onto the hinges petroleum jelly. Cover it so that it will not rust. So eventually, if I have more time and I have the money to buy screws and everything else, I should be able to replace them all with stainless steel. So that's one part of FLYTEC that needs improved. And aside from that, is this one is cheap switch that can easily be moved, especially when running into the water. So we will never know. So I have this one. At one time it was running, then I figured out I had to swim across the water because it turned off. So I figured the switch was switched off when it was already in the water. So what I did was to short this out so that it will always on. So it will only turn off whenever I detach this one from the battery. As you can see. Let me just plug it in. There you go. And for one of the reason, I don't know what's the problem with one of the LED lights. It's not turning on, but it was okay when it arrived. I don't know, but when I get my other batteries that is coming by next week, I should be able to test if this one represents one of the battery as dead. So I don't know just yet. I will have to check on that later. So the other changes I've done so far is whenever this one is in the waters and it does not have that option to inform you that the battery is running low, so the boat will just die. So you will have to swim it and retrieve it. So what I did was to attach a hook onto the back side. I bore a small hole there, as you can see, and put a hook, and this hook will be attached to my fishing rod, a small fishing rod, which I do not use so much. I choose this one because whenever the belly is open, it does not give tension or drag. It just releases the boat with less tension, and you can always retrieve your boat whenever it dies. So the other thing is, let's flip the boat onto the other side. As you can see, I have removed the protection for the motor, the propeller. Here they are. I removed them because I am using it for salt water, and in the salt water compared to fresh water, there's not much weed. And one of the tests I did, the propeller here was stuck with a thread or something, and it was not turning, so the boat was just circling in the water. And also I had to swim and retrieve the boat. So if this one is in there, it will be hard for me to clean that area and run the boat again. And this one is also have resistance for the water, so I just tried to remove it. Anyway, I'm using this boat on salt water, and so it's not a problem. So it's really just your choice. And the other one, this one is the gate for the molding. so it was not cut good. So there was something in there that resist the 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 water from the flow of the water, but just a bit, and I just planed it out, flattened it with a cutter knife. Then as for the maintenance, I also noticed that these two motors does not run equally. So especially if you're using it on salt water. So eventually one of the motors will run smoothly and the other one will not. Something is blocking from the inside. So what I did was to lubricate it with used oil I got from my motorcycle. I just placed it in a small bottle or container here. I just drop. So every time I use this one, before I use it, I apply just one drop of oil right there, and also on the other side, right there, just to lubricate it. And oh, it's raining. I hope you can still hear me. So, and like I said, I use this only on salt water. So every time I'm finished using the boat, I wash it with fresh water, just one pail should be fine, and apply this oil again onto the motor area there, and that's it. Hopefully it will be smooth running in the future. And as for the electronics and everything else, it's kind of sturdy compared to my other boats, RC boats. That one is damaged. The ESC is damaged, and it's quite hefty price to buy another one. So I had more fun using this boat compared to that one, because I did not need a fast boat. I just needed something that can help me fish and have fun in the waters. So hopefully I have helped everyone on the internet, and hopefully FLYTEC also reviewed my video so that it can help them improve their boat in the future. So like I said, it would be nice if this one would give the user a warning if the battery would run low. That would be amazing, so that I would not need to attach a fishing line here and retrieve it with a fishing rod. It would be a lot nice. Oh, there's thunder. And yeah, that's about it. And hopefully I've helped everyone else. And one thing, there is a FLYTEC here. I just covered it with tape. It's a personal preference. I can actually just remove this one anytime, and you can also do. I just wanted it for my boat. I did not remove the brand itself. I just covered it up with the black tape, the duct tape. So far, so good. That's it.